Hi there, it's Nursing Geek. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to the Greenhouse, the Stina Rose Patreon server. You might notice that I'm holding a netherite hoe. If you saw my earlier episode where I contemplated buying a netherite hoe at Westmart and said, no, I'd rather wait until I go do my own digging because my diamond hoe was so OP that I wanted to just netherite that instead of buying a new one. Well, there are good reasons for things to be netherite. Such as if you don't happen to have just had fire resistance potion when you fall through into a lake of lava. Yeah. Oh, it's almost nighttime. But yeah, I took a lava bath and I was able to go back and get the stuff that was netherite. However, I had not plotted out an exit strategy, which then meant that Momcrafter had to come rescue me because I could see where I could get to safety, but I had not planned my escape well at all. I was able to get out of the lava, but then I couldn't go anywhere without getting gored to death by hoglins. So that was a thing. Because, that meant the shield went up too. Yeah. All right. Not quite night yet. And the bow. So I have replaced my bow. I no longer have an infinity bow. I now have a mending bow, which is probably better in a lot of ways, except I am so bad at paying attention to how many arrows I have. That, that's why I prefer an infinity bow, so I just don't have to care. I actually usually carry more than one arrow, so that if I'm like in a raid or something with somebody else and they need arrows, I can give them some, because I only need one. But if I only have one, then I don't have any to share. I have, thanks very much to Uncle Jimbo, who has an amazing villager trading area. I was able to gear back up pretty quickly with the things that I had lost, such as my picks, which they were part of the problem, and they're now F5 instead of just F3, which was bad enough, got me into enough trouble, got me into lava. But that's why I now have plain old iron in my hotbar. I will save those for when I'm doing actual mining, as opposed to just needing to break a block here and there. And in fact, I need to go do some more work in that area. Well, I don't need to. I want to go do some more work in the East Tunnel. Which is where I got myself into trouble. And you can tell I've just given up on the chickens at this point. And I really should just put some gates or something in front of that portal. But at this point, it's just become a running joke. So, whatever. I have chickens in my hallway. Ooh. So, something to take note of is that somebody, and I'm not I imagine it was Proteus when he initially set the pattern for the hallways, went down most of the way with these markers of every one of these chunks is 5 stairs, right? And then it's got the pillar and the pillar. So these are where the pillars go. The floor is bottom slabs, so then that's a top slab with a bottom slab on top of it so that we can also use it to jump up here. Very handy. So if you recall from my last episode, DSA was working on the East Tunnel, and I said I was going to come help her, and we realized we needed more ice for this part of it. Which is what led to us going to the end of the world past Proteus's base and mining up some icebergs, and eventually, and then she came up with the ice village, which we should probably go take a look at because it has grown. So I did extend this down further because initially the ice stopped much further up than these two parts. So these two parts, the soul sand and the glass, have not been extended. Excuse me. But the ice caught up to it. And then I noticed that there were not these spacers continuing down. And I said, oh, we should fix that. Okay, fine. We should fix that. So I added some. Ended up with one right here. Now, why I decided that needed to move, I don't entirely remember. There was logic. You saw how back at Wes's tunnel, it was actually handy to have this to get from tunnel to elevated area. But for some reason, I decided that no, I had put one down here to measure out the space to get to the next spot, but I was not going to leave it there. I am not going to demonstrate because I learned something. This floor, it's not just bottom slabs. It's only bottom slabs. And there's a giant lava lake down there. And I went right through. Yeah. Partly because my picks had efficiency 3 on them, and so instead of just mining these two things, I mined all the things, and I had to have been standing just a hair too close, and I went through. So yeah, that was fun. Gotta do it at least once in your life, right? Go try to swim in lava. I did not continue the process. I should at some point because I do want to help get the rest of this finished so that it is done all the way down to the ice village. Because, oh my goodness. All right, things get a little interesting down here at points. So let's make sure I have weaponry at the ready. So yeah, wow, ADD on full display. Obviously, I went then back to Westmart and bought the farmer hoe, so that if I take another lava bath at some point and happen to have my hoe in my, right, so this is the way to Proteus's base, and this is the way to the ice village, the community ice farm and ice village. And I certainly cannot claim to have any sort of I don't know. There's nothing unique about me falling through to the end up in lava because while people were building this tunnel, there were lava deaths. So, yes, it was just my turn. And now my fire resist potion lives on my hotbar when I'm in the nether. And sometimes even when I'm not, because then I forget it's there. That's usually where my torches are, but if I'm not doing something that's going to require me to be placing torches, then I guess they don't necessarily need to be there. Okay, so all the way down here, we reach the ice village, some of which looks the same. We've already seen most of this. Bit more of a garden over here. Other folks have been building igloos, because apparently the thing is going to be that you build your igloo and the winter holiday of your choice llama comes and brings you gifts and things. And wow. Oh my goodness. Just wow. Also, night again. And there's no longer a bed hanging around outside. So let me go back to one of the original igloos, which was intended precisely for random people showing up and needing to be able to sleep off the night, because, you know, bad guys can spawn on this ice. I have not yet built an igloo here. I think I'm a little intimidated at the prospect. Oh no, pillagers? Really? Come on now. Alright, let me speed up. Those were actual pillagers, right? Not armor stands with pillager heads? Yeah. Actual pillagers. Go away. Good riddance. And I don't need to drink my milk, apparently. I don't have my water? Okay, I'll have to fix that in a bit. Yeah, there's no more of them. I keep running into weird random amounts of pillagers. Like, I thought there were always at least 3 or 4 of them in a party. I've been running into one here, one there. It's very weird. Anyway, so I imagine that is a work in progress. But okay, whoop, sign. So past this point, you can build your igloos for Christmas llama. Can visit you and drop off your gifts and add space if needed. Okay. And I make snowballs for you. Please don't hit me, aim for the corner. See, I don't know how to make you. Please only aim for the tippy corner so I don't die. I don't know. I don't know how that works. So somebody managed to, oops, I accidentally flipped my igloo. If you can't come in the front door, you can use the back. I'm not sure this is an ice elevator. I don't think that's what that is. I did find a door somewhere. I don't know, maybe it is. Aha. Yeah. It's not an it's not a water elevator, but yes, it is a water entrance. And you can get up top there too. See, and the bed is sideways and everything. It's amazing. Come on. Okay. I'm not gonna tour everybody's place. I'm just so fascinated with the whole it tipped sideways thing. And apparently it has a tree growing sideways also. Just yeah, wow. This must be Wes because W. We have more with the armor stands. There's Mom Crafter and that's DSA. And is that Banana Shrimp? I think. And we have a very different sort of snow person. Very cool. So I should probably try to build a snow place down here somewhere too. I just haven't gotten around to it. Anyway, so yes, a bit more of a preview of the Ice Village. And now I'm gonna go get back to working a bit on the East Tunnel. Oh yeah, there's another thing. Speaking of being a bit brain fogged. Initially, I had just been helping with the walls, and that is part of my excuse for why I did not figure this out sooner. That's about what I've got to work with. So the pattern on the walls and the ceiling it's continuous, right? So it's stairs, planks, blackstone brick, polished blackstone bricks, more planks, sea lantern, more planks, and just keep going ad infinitum, and then interrupted with pillars every 6th block. But here's the thing, when you're going to the ceiling, I figured out first, and this is the part that really annoys me, that this is what I figured out first, that I could spread out the warped planks by using warped slabs. That's good. I decided I didn't want to go backtrack and regather the planks that I had already used. Since I'm growing the stuff anyway, I'll just grow more. But you know what else comes in slabs as well as full blocks? Polished blackstone bricks, blackstone in general, blackstone, which is a much more finite resource. Yeah. So from this point back to here, I figured this was a good stopping point. I would actually know where the heck I had stopped, and it was time to go to work soon anyway. Those have been switched out for slabs so that they stretch twice as far, because finite resource, non-renewable that I know of. I have quite a bit more ways to go on the ceiling to reclaim the full blackstone brick blocks that need to be turned into slabs because finite resource. And I realized I was running us just about out of it. And then I realized that's why, because I'm not using slabs when I can. Yeah. And that is what the iron pickaxe is for, with no enchantments whatsoever on it. There shouldn't be lava above the ceiling anyway, although I do believe the ceiling behind all of this stuff is just one half slab thick as well. But in any case, I don't want to suddenly break through because especially when I'm working down here for a while, we end up with lots of piglins and hoglins spawning up there, and I don't want them falling through on my head. So no diamond efficiency anything picks in the nether for me anymore. If I ever do end up looking for ancient debris, I suppose I'll change my tune on that. But for the moment, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So I'm going to duck in here for a moment, and I will cut out and cut back in. Oh, wait. Is Pippin still in here? Pippin the Portobello... Pippin the Portal Moo. I thought it said Portobello Moo. Pippin the Portal Moo. Okay. I liked it better when I thought you were the Portobello Moo. But the Portal Moo. Okay. Yes, you have been guarding the storage room very, very efficiently. Thank you. Yep. Okay, so we've made some progress from back there, where you can see the glazed terracotta framing that hallway up to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ceiling, no, 1, 2, 3, 4 ceiling blocks. No, 5, because I also did the one that was over the arch itself. Okay, yeah. And if you're saying, oh wait, there's an empty one over your head, you forgot. No, I didn't. That is how I know where I need to pick up next, because I know what direction I'm working my way from. I'm working my way back towards the hub. And I mean, I should remember that I'm right by the end of Wes's tunnel, but in case I don't, then I will know that it's that. And by the time I actually publish this, I should be all the way done with all of it anyway, so it shouldn't matter. Ooh, yeah. And one of the fun things that I really like to do while I'm looking at the ceiling and doing stuff is just walk right off the scaffolding, because that's fun. That's really fun. It has to be, because I just keep doing it. But let's take all of this down. Never do I actually catch that. And it looks like it ended up over there. Why? No, I don't. Did it end up in my inventory? No. Did it glitch out of existence? I don't know. I gotta take down the scaffolding anyway, so let's just do that. And I was very glad when I remembered the carpet trick for getting over the wall. If I'm not... Nope. Yeah, it glitched out. That's exactly what it did. Oh, you annoying thing. At least this is a crafting table. Nothing over this side. Okay. Oh, yep, there are some. And I mean, here I could run up to this, but why? When I can just jump across like that and jump up and down on the stupid crafting table. Any this over here? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so let's go put away what I have. And it's definitely worth doing this, because wait till you see, if you didn't already notice, what I have in my pockets at this point. Because I started with 0 Blackstone stuff in my pockets. And now I have got a fair bit of blackstone things, and apparently I'm just placing them in random places. Yeah, I have multiple I have 2.5 stacks that I have recovered of blackstone, polished blackstone brick slabs. Hello, where are we? Blackstone. So there's some more polished blackstone bricks, because you do need the whole bricks for the wall, although I suppose if everything were slabs, then you would just stack them. But yes, ceiling, definitely, slabs, stretching. And what else have I got to get rid of? Just a couple of these. Oh, and I should not have sea lanterns. I wasn't even working the sea lanterns this time. Okay, and now I have 2 badly damaged iron pickaxes that need to go back into 1. Because I need to not have too much efficiency when I'm in the nether. All right, so that's it for now. I'll cut back in when I guess I've got it all done, or when there's something else interesting to report on.